Girlfriend says I start my sentences in the middle. I started my video series in the middle. So, I bought this on the old Seamu, right? Because I'm not sponsored. I fucking paid them for that. For this. If you saw the other video, you already know. Kevin jerk off here. It was going along really good. The way I was fitting. This shit's supposed to light up when you put black light and shit. It's supposed to look really cool in a case. So I was like, fuck it, $12 or $14, some shit, right? Fucking get what you pay for. If you didn't know, this wrist is in there deep. Kind of hard to service it. Anyway. So, I don't know. Do I finish it or is it kit bashing time? Do I order another one and build something even more crazy? Out of the two. You know, I was just talking last night about buying a bunch of these and doing a kit bash display where basically, well, I don't want to give it up yet, but there'd be a small army of these to make a display for. And I was thinking it'd be cool, but if I can't fucking get through one, how would I get through like half a dozen or more with those kind of complications where you gotta like go, okay, do I say screw it? Or do I go back and take it apart and figure out where I can correct their mathematical error? Because I feel like that should have been behind the wrist plate, not behind the backing plate for the wrist plate. That's way deep in there. And these little fists, I mean, come on, what were they? This is not a 100 or a 60. This is a 144. It's fucking tiny. And these hands are so little. Like, if you don't know what's going on, if you can't tell how deep that is, I'm going to use, so let's do a reference here. The end of my pin is, the gnarled part is about the size of the fist, right? So we have said wrist slit. And now, it doesn't fit, of course, so I can't use that. Great example. Anyways, I think you get the point. It's too deep, and if I go in there and I shorten up the wrist plate area, the wrist plate's not going to fit. This still has to fit through that, which once you've put the wrist plate on here, that would literally have to be right up in that compartment. But here in the instructions, it clearly states to put it between the frame and the exo, and then you attach that, and then you move down here. So there's nowhere else in here that you add one. So it's just adding the armor joint to the elbow, and now wrist to pin. And it goes right in to that piece, which goes into there, which is too goddamn deep. Sure, there's somebody more experienced. It's like, come on, bro, it's easy fix. And I'm like, mentally struggling over here. Do I want to finish the kit, or do I want to move on to an actual HG grade kit that's not finished yet, barely started about this far when this came in? And it was just because it was supposed to be white and purple. I did the paint, obviously, and everything, but it was different than the ones that were on the shelf. So I wanted to do something different. And of course, struggles, right? You can't do something new without struggle. So, I know I'll get it figured out. I'm gonna move on. I'll build both arms up to that point, I think. Or I'll probably just skip the other arm and move on to the torso. The rest of the torso, the hips and the legs. And see how that goes. Before I make any more, like, make a rash decision and decide this is a dead robot in a field.